All right, it's a Tuesday morning going in to get my scalp lipoma looked at. I'll be asking questions like, will insurance cover this? What's an estimate of what this will cost? I actually have a couple of them on the back of my head, and I want them removed, at least one of them, and maybe some other imperfections removed. My little thing right there. So yeah, going to the dermatologist and seeing what kind of answers they come up with. All right. All right, it's a Tuesday morning. I'm going in to the dermatologist to get my scalp lipoma looked at, otherwise known as fatty tumors. I think my grandfather had those. He had them removed. Also, I may inquire about that, not to draw attention to it or anything. It's hard to miss some of the things on the back of my head there. I don't know if I can dial it in to see them, but probably not. So I did find a still frame from a video of what it looks like on the back of my head. So hopefully that gives you a good idea. I don't know what that may have, what I may have captured back there. I don't have a tripod or anything. Just doing this off the cuff. I'll be asking questions like, does insurance cover this? Price estimate. What do they think the cost would be to remove this, covered or not covered? And I did actually read up a little bit. At first I thought such things would not be covered because it's purely a cosmetic thing. But I also read where insurance would cover such a thing as a scalp lipoma because it's symptomatic. Okay, so with that, I guess I'll head into, is this the clinic I'm going to? Well, it's the dermatologist here in my local city. We'll get it checked out. Hopefully they come up with some nice answers like, yeah, insurance will cover this. We'll find out. Or if not, it's, under $1,000. That would be nice. Or at least no more than that. We'll see what they say. This is more than an assessment. Because it was a snow day, people canceled, and I'm able to get these removed today because of the cancellations. So, yay. I wish I would have brought a microphone, but I guess I'll have the internal microphone, so hope it sounds okay. Getting it all removed. Words. It's actually not what I thought it was, but we'll talk about that later. They're called Pilar Cysts, and they are getting removed, all two of them. And this, and we'll try to freeze some of my words. Lovely, vulnerable information to share. Yay. Well, it was a snow day today, and people canceled their appointments, and therefore that created an open slot for me to get this procedure done. I would say almost immediately following my consultation there. Probably took maybe 45 minutes or less. Not really sure exactly. I didn't really time it. But yeah, they weren't actually lipomas. They were pilar cysts on the back of my head. This thing was most likely a cyst 2. I think he was less sure exactly what it was, but he said, well, it looks like a tiny cyst when he pulled it out of there. And I had my warts frozen. I had that done before to no avail, really. But he was a little more intense on his freezing method. Had a little bit longer spraying those, I think, perhaps, or closer or something. But he warned me, I will not underestimate that this will cause some pain, pretty much. He noted how tough I was. I know how much this hurts, but I just didn't really flinch or anything. It wasn't that bad. I do still feel it, but I'll probably feel it the next day and maybe the next day after that. But I'm happy to have these freaking things removed especially on the back of my head, especially the one that was a little bit larger. And I got to look at them. They actually were shaped like a large pill. He let me look at them. Of course, I didn't take any pictures or anything. So, gross. Anyway, I'm happy to have them removed, and I'm going to get on with my day. Not supposed to drink anything hot or eat for a couple hours, but I can drink water. Avoid strenuous activity, but I can walk around the park or, something like that. I'm kind of shaking, aren't I? Put this down on the steering wheel. That would have been better, but it's too late now. Hope you guys all have a nice day. That was the beginning of my day, having these growths removed. Getting them out of my life and out of my hair. Okay. Thanks for watching. And remember to like and subscribe and receive notifications of, when I'm going to send you another video. That's not quite the right wording, but you know what I mean. I wouldn't say I'm really shook up, but I am a little shaky. I was only numbed locally. I'm safe to drive home, right? Go, yeah, you're good. I don't know. It was a good experience having those removed. I don't want to project how it's going to be handled insurance-wise, but I think I know how. But because I want to protect what happens in light of how I project it, I won't project it. I don't want to be naive either, but okay. God bless. All right, I made it back from the dermatologist. I decided I wanted to get some power steering fluid kind of at the last second, and I made an unwise choice to kind of go down this one road it didn't look too impacted by snow, but yeah, and it was way more slippery than it looked. It actually made my car go this way when I was trying to get out. I just took my car into the side and sideways, and I probably could have got out on my own, but it would have been a struggle, and someone seen me there, a couple guys actually, and they helped me out. But I had to do some of the strenuous labor, like getting down on my back and getting underneath the car and routing a rope through a place where it could connect, and I did all that. I mean, it wasn't strenuous. I don't think it really hurt anything. But I probably shouldn't have been doing that. But I was going to tell them, I can't do it. I slipped one guy at 20, the other guy, I guess, took off before I had a chance. But the guy that actually helped me by providing his truck and a rope, yeah. But that's a whole different story, but that's what happened on the way back. Back on subject with the Pilar Cyst, unlike what I thought it was, it's not a lipoma. At least that's what the dermatologist told me, and when it gets to the lab, they'll know even more definitively. But I take his word for it. I think it's pretty good, and that it's benign, non-cancerous. But again, it does go to a lab, and they can verify that even more objectively. Not that I need that or even want that, but that's just standard protocol. When I looked in the mirror, I did not even hardly see a thing, but the lighting in there is pretty poor. Well, so if I spin around, and maybe I should zoom in later on, but without zooming in, or I could do it in post, digitally I could zoom in on this. That's what it looks like. I could increase my ISO a little bit. That's what it looks like. Yay. And I was going to say, there's not much there to see. I don't know if the camera kind of pulls it out a little more or not. I'm using my iPhone to digitally focus on that. Not digitally focus, to remotely focus. Anyhow. So it's not that there's nothing to see. I guess when I go back to work tomorrow, we'll see if I didn't really tell a whole lot of people why I was gone today, but that would be why. Bring the ISO back down. Not that much. Yeah, I think it all turned out pretty good. I'm happy with the results. I'm glad it's over, although it was not painful, except for the wart removal. Not too much discomfort. Like I said before, he warned me he didn't want to underestimate how painful this might be. And, it kind of was. But he noted that he liked how I handled that because he knew how much that hurt, just freezing him. That most likely will require more than one treatment. I don't want to project that out there, though. Let's say it takes care of it, because this is already my second time. I mean, officially, probably my third or fourth time, if you include the times I've tried on my own to freeze them. Nothing else really to talk about other than if you have a similar growth on your head or anywhere on your body, whether it be a Pilar Cyst or a Lipoma. Yeah, I'm using a cheat sheet because I have a hard time remembering these medical terms. It's time to get them removed. It'd be kind of a cool thing to do at the beginning of the year. Get those things over with. It might go towards your deductible. I don't want to project that though, but I just want to be reasonable and knowing what to expect. Even if it is normally covered, I believe it somehow will be covered. How about that? Now, do I go beyond the mode of the mentality of being reasonable? No, but I have a belief out there that insurance is going to cover it. That would be nice. But other than that, if it's $1 or $2 grand or less, that would be great. But since I had both of them removed, plus this, plus my warts, I guess it's going to add up a little bit. Now, I do have to go back for stitches in 10 to 14 days. I already scheduled an appointment. Well, it falls somewhere within that time frame when I'm getting the stitches taken out. He said I could either go to my normal provider or care provider for that or go back to him. I elected to go back to him. And I won't give out the name of the doctor, but I did like how he acted and how he handled things. It's kind of too bad because if you don't like someone, someone's going to put something out on YouTube perhaps, but I probably wouldn't. With that, too many ahs in this video. Something I need to kind of learn and take account of. Other than that, I think we'll call it a good experience, a very good experience. I'm very glad those are out of my life and out of my hair, and onward we go. Try to do the same if you have a similar thing you can take care of. Even if it is cosmetic, remember it's also noted as potentially being, I have a problem with this, symptomatic, because I keep thinking systematic. Symptomatic. And insurance may cover that. No promises, but let's just hope for the best. Of course, there's your deductible, and I kind of don't exactly know how all that stuff works. Now, if it was preventative care, I do believe it would definitely be covered in that case. But anywho, the Lord bless you and keep you, and may His face shine upon you and give you peace. All right. And it's not too late to say Happy New Year, because our preparation into our New Year is still sort of commencing at this time. Some of the things we've wanted to do, we have done. Some we haven't. But all I can say for you is it's time. And it's also time for me to say peace out. God bless.